Sports Tonight, originating from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the program. Yes, you can, because this show is designed for you. It's an open playground for every sports lover. Just talk to us on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, Channels Sports. You can also send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. My colleague Yemi Adebayo has been speaking with us on the program. We just listened to Toyin Ibitoye. If you go judging by Toyin's tone, everything seems to be okay. Gonna roll. We love this result, and against South Africa, they will be hoping to consolidate.
Yeah, a large chunk of these players will be involved in the game against Bafana, and for those who are not directly involved, there's also the fact that they've worked with the coach and they know the drill. The clubs will be beneficiaries of that. You know, having taken the national team diet, which some of us believe is a higher standard to what obtains in the club. So it's a win-win situation. Of course, it might be tasking if probably you don't have Victor Moses in the attack, but he has also said we should not read too much into it. A lot has always been said. Anytime Victor Moses, a lot of people have said he probably chooses the games he wants to play. But I want to go with the media officer who should be in the best position to know what the truth of the matter is. And it's going to be particularly interesting to see how we line up against Bafana, how we replace a player like Victor Moses with what he gives us. I believe Victor Moses on his good day gives us a cutting edge. So I want to see who's going to be thrown out on the flanks, who's going to give us those dribbles, those rolls, and sharp. I do have my views about Ahmed Musa, and I don't want to come across as if I'm criticizing him. Let me just give it to myself. But I don't rate him. I don't put him in that bracket. Some might say maybe you'll get a car right table, but in the Super Eagles these days, he seems to be playing more in the midfield. So I don't know if he's going to be thrown, up there. So we'll see. I was having a discussion with somebody here, before we came on set, and he's talking about the fact that we're having, emerging talents instead of young players, and the future is really bright.
Yep.
My worry is that we don't get caught up in that transition and miss out on the Nations Cup or in the World Cup. I want, as we're growing, we pick the ticket for the World Cup, pick the ticket for the Nations Cup, and by the time we get to both tournaments, we'll be able to give our best and probably go on to win any of them. I mean, anything is possible in football. But I'd just love to see. I'm not worried about Bafana. We seem to have their number. Even on their best day.
Changing.
Even on their best day.
Lucky Super Eagles in the last encounter.
Even on their best day, they couldn't beat the Super Eagles. So on Nigeria's very worst day, and their own very good day, we're still able. Then they'll tell you statistics don't play football. I do agree. But we'll see what happens. I feel that South Africa won't pose a problem.
Yeah.
But I just want to see the player combinations, those who will line up against each other. It's not about just lining up 11 good players. Some players complement each other, some don't, even though they're very good players. I remember the dilemma Arsene Wenger had when Dennis Beckham and Nwankwo Kanu were playing together, and he said, if you want to score goals, these two should not play together. It took him time to discover that if you want to dazzle your opponents, put them there. But if you want goals, and that was what led to the emergence of Henry at that point. So it'll be interesting to see how Gernot Ross solves that problem.
Yep.
Having players is not a problem now. How to deploy those players, how to get the best from them, who's going to line up in front of the back four, who's going to play in midfield. All of those problems.
Particularly when Nigerians are not expecting you to take you one step at a time. They just want any time the Super Eagles play, come out and win. And if you can judge with the game against Corsica, a lot of people didn't want to know it was a friendly game. Why 1-1? Now 1-1. So now,
for the average fan, you have to understand the frustration. We've been battered and bruised. Football was supposed to be like an opium for us. Football was supposed to be that getaway drug, sort of. Help us forget our troubles, really. But then again, after we lose a game, we just remember the frustrations that surround us. And in recent times, we've been helped by some of the good results for the Super Eagles. And the fans will want you to take it a step higher. Give us a good game and good results. And, you know, so I don't think we've been too demanding, Austin. I don't think the average fan, I don't think, if you back it up against what we've been fed with in times past, we didn't qualify for the Nations Cup back to back, a lot of those things we've seen.
The two victories from the World Cup qualifiers did a lot of good.
That's what I'm saying.
Fans,
That's what I'm saying. And we've been moderate in our expectations so far. So if we expect that Bafana will come and will steamroll them, I don't think it's too much to ask. I don't think so. But if it's the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, we'll take any kind of victory.
Yeah. And that's what some people are saying on social media. I mean, they're saying that it's not South Africa that is the problem, that they should use South Africa to prepare for Cameroon because Nigerians believe that's a very important task. And that's what you guys are saying. World Josh on Twitter says, congratulations to the Super Eagles. It's a comprehensive performance by the lad. And he says, bring on South Africa. And he says, Bafana are no match for the Super Eagles. So that's it. Let's get on with the show now. Talk about the latest FIFA ranking. And the Super Eagles seem to be having it good this time around.
Yeah, 2 places up. 38. That's good for us. 4th in Africa. Pharaohs of Egypt on top. 20th best team in the world, followed by Teranga Lions of Senegal, Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. I mean, it's good these days when you look at the teams ahead of us. I'm just counting 3, and that's really very good. A testament to the fact that the NFF has tried its best to ensure that, look, we do not allow any free window to waste. They've been giving the Super Eagles opportunities to, play matches. And that's why when it comes to the senior national team, I'm a bit soft on the NFF. Because you can't ask for more, really. You just can't ask for more. So this is good.
Yeah.
I'd love to see us on top.
About 3 months ago, 62 the world.
You know, the last one we were in the 40th position. But you cast your mind back to late 2015, early 2016. Wasn't really good. That was the time we were out of the top 10. Was really that bad. But now, we're there. So we'll see what happens. I think in the rankings, the highest mover was an African country. I think Mauritania or something.
Wow.
And so it just shows a lot of countries. But when you look at this is where the surprise.
For the third consecutive month, Brazil are retaining that position, and arguably Brazil deserves it, and that's where they would want to be.
Yeah, surely. The only team that has qualified for all editions of the World Cup, Brazil. They've not failed on that. They've been able to win the only tournament in football that they've not won, the Olympics. And that coincided with their return to the top of world football. And like you said, you can't argue Coach Chite doing a good job with the Seleção, and that explained. And in the South American region, do not forget, they play a lot of matches. And FIFA can, rank them based on that. So you have Brazil, Argentina, Germany, Chile, Colombia, France, Belgium, Portugal, Switzerland, and Spain. For Spain, how the mighty are falling. Back-to-back European champion, world champion. But now they find themselves in this place. In the last European Championship, second round, exit for them. New coach in the saddle. We'll see what happens with that.
And it's like it keeps getting better for Chile, number 4th in the world.
At some point, they were in danger in the qualifiers in their region, and their top players just showed up. Turo Vidal, Alexis Sanchez went to some very difficult places and got the results. Now they're in a better position. At some point, they were I think 8th or 7th position, and if you had finished that way, they probably would not have been in Russia. But some sort of resurgence, and the Chileans, back where they belong. Yeah. Colombia as well. I've been able to. They have all the usual suspects. A lot of people argue that Belgium, with the array of stars that they have, the results haven't been good. That was why Mark Wilmots lost his job. A new manager is there.